Hi, this is Deanna with Stitches Quilting. I am working right now on a panel that is from the Zombie Apocalypse collection, fabric collection, that is designed by Emily Taylor, and it is printed by Riley Blake, and with it comes this panel that is a zombie doll, and there's a nice side of this zombie doll, and then there is a scary side of the zombie doll, and then she has some zombie legs, and she has a zombie dog that that I don't know if there's really a nice side and a scary side to the zombie dog, but I thought before I assembled them together I would long arm some things on these items. So if you can see here, this is some stitching that I've long armed on here, and I've stitched around the eyes just to make her look a little bit more zombie-ish. And for the girl, I went ahead and I made flowers on her. I see I was using a metallic thread, and I made some flowers on her little dress, and kind of came down and made some little I don't know, something a little bit more girly and feminine, some little swirls. And over here, in order to make her look a little bit more scary, I kind of did just some really fast lines down here that weren't as swirly. And so, oh, you're headed to Salt Lake? That's really awesome. For PCS. What is that? What is that? How very fun. Oh, for Army. How fun. Okay, very good. Very good. Yes, in fact, we have a young man that has worked for us for probably 6 years. That was a caregiver for my son that is in basic training right now in the Army, and he's actually in North Carolina right now. But let me go ahead and, in fact, he would love these things. But my husband is definitely a zombie fan, and also some of my kids. And so here I stitched around her eyes to kind of make it look a little bit more scary. I don't know if you can see that better with some light. And over here I kind of accentuated her little eyelashes with a thread to go ahead and go like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to stitch her legs. So I'm going to show you where the needle is, right there. I know that is kind of silly and goofy, but this is a really cute collection. You know what? Let me show you the other fabrics in the collection before I start stitching. There's some fun zombie fabrics. Sorry, I had to grab those fabrics, but you can see right here, this is a fat quarter collection for Riley Blake Designs, and it is called Zombie Apocalypse. It's designed by Emily Taylor for Riley Blake, and these fat quarters of fabric, they actually have little zombie designs on them, but there's a gray and a light blue and a cream, another gray, a white, a light blue, and then some kind of skeleton type faces over there. They're really pretty cute. But this is a fat quarter collection. This is from her collection last year, so I really have, I think, 2 of these only left to sell, and who knows, might want to keep one to play around with. This is Emily Taylor's and Riley Blake's newest zombie collection of fabric. It's called Zombie Love. And with the Zombie Love collection, this is for 2015, it is a little bit more feminine than the other one. I don't know if you can have a feminine type collection there. Let me pull up my arm here. But the fabrics for this one are this really cute little zombie girl and guy getting ready to be married. There's a really sweet little flower that goes with it. Here's the main print that's in like a pink, and she has, Emily Taylor designed some little skeleton hands with hearts. I think her artwork is just so sweet. I mean, the way that she's, you know, as a surface pattern designer, I mean, I just think this is so darling how she's taken the concept of putting skeleton hands in the shape of a heart and then plopping just a couple hearts in there, not too many hearts, so it's too hearty. It still has that Halloween flavor. But here's a few more of the color waves of this fabric where there's a gray flower that's a coordinating. And I like how it's more of a lighter daisy. It's kind of a whimsical feel. The white background and then the black background. There is then another colorway of this right here, but you can see here the zombie is giving the girl his heart. There's actually some cute little pictures on this fabric that I think would be fun to work with. You know, you've got, I don't know, sometimes it's fun. Love never dies, you know, and there's a guy zombie with his hearts as his eyes, and then here's her picking the flowers to the, I would love to become a fabric designer. I don't know about you guys, but I think this one's so cute with the guy giving her flowers. And she's, I don't know, she seems maybe delighted with her hearty eyes. We saw the image of the guy giving her the heart. And it's just some really cute, clever things, a different kind of spin and something. Here's a tunnel of love. And you can see they're getting ready to go on a boat ride. Right there, this fabric's kind of folded a little bit from the fat quarter, but they're getting ready to go on a boat ride into the tunnel of love. I mean, I don't know. I think it's so darling, the imagination and the artwork that goes into some of these pieces. So that's what one of these mains are like. And then, so there's 3 different pieces and 3 different colorways. There's the hearts with the skeletons. And then there's the 3 main prints of the pink, the cream, and the gray with that. And I mean, it's cute. The last year's collection, so that's what 2015 looks like. And we're going to do some different things with zombies on my blog this month. We're going to actually make this zombie doll. So what I'm long arming right here is a zombie panel that came with the Zombie Apocalypse collection. So this is from the 2014 collection. I do have about maybe 9 of these left. And, you know, sometimes I'm not always attracted to do panels very often, but I'm actually, you know, going to have fun to do this one and do it, some little extra things to it. Another thing that you probably can't tell is that I actually zigzagged on her hair and then made her hair curly. So, but I thought we'd go ahead and work on the zombie legs. Last year's collection had the color waves of the gray, the blue, the cream, and some orange in there. So that's what was in the 2014. So we're going to just set these up here. And I thought there's 2 legs here. These are actually cut out. I have a piece of batting underneath here that is a warm and natural batting, and then it's on muslin. So when I cut out the pieces of the panel to sew the doll together and the dog together, it will actually be quilted and give it a little bit more form and texture than just being a stuffed animal or a stuffed doll. So, which out of light fabric. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm using this green, I'm going to put this down so you can see the needle now. But you can see I'm, let me get this camera to hold just the right way so you can see the needle and the actual long arming. But you can see I'm using actually a green, slightly green metallic thread. And, you know, this is kind of like a cream, but it's really a cream with a green hint to it. So what I thought might be fun on this, and I don't know, you guys, give me some ideas for long arming this, but I thought it might be fun on this scarier leg, which it's more sewn like a tube. And so this leg has one side, and one leg is scary, the other side is not. So I thought on the scary leg, it might be fun to do a plaid, but a zigzaggy plaid type pattern. And over here, do just like a traditional plaid, or I could do something swirly and cute. I don't know. Maybe I'll just stick with the plaid idea. Does anyone else have any other ideas? I'm not quite sure, and I really have no idea how to long arm the dog. I could actually long arm a pattern of Bones. I mean, his name is Bones, so I could long arm Bones actually on there and do something like that. Maybe again with the gray thread. These are Bones's ears right here, and there's another side to the ears also, and then there's some arms. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. If you have any ideas, please let me know, but I'm going to do the zigzag plaid. So let's go ahead and get you down where you can see the needle working. And I'm going to go ahead and go like that. Let me hold this thread taut. I'm not going to pull the needle up. And I'm going to just start like this. And just kind of bring this along. Go back and then you'll be able to see a little bit more of what I'm doing. I'm doing just some zigzags across the leg. I should try to maybe hold the camera myself so it's not so, move that, so you're not vibrating with the machine as it goes back and forth. This might give it a little bit more of a scarier look. I don't know. Let's go up and around. So it doesn't really matter what you do with the fabric around the camera. And come down the leg like this. And do this back and forth. Come back down. And go back up. Thread broke there. So that happens often, especially when you're working with metallic threads. And especially when you're working with metallic threads, the threads can really easily break on with a long arm machine. So let me go ahead and trim this, and I will very quickly get this threaded back on there. But does anyone have an idea, or do you, the person I have on there, does anyone have an idea of how to long arm the dog? I just really, I'm not certain what would be, maybe just the bones, just long arm little bones on there. Okay, so let me go ahead and do this. Now, if you don't have a long arm machine, which most people don't, this is still something that you could do on a regular sewing machine that would work really well. I'm going to bring this thread down a little bit more. It seems like it got a little damaged. And I'm going to thread this needle just very quickly. But you can definitely do this on a domestic machine. Especially some of the things I'm doing. If you're not familiar with how to do that, I can do a YouTube video for you on that. I'm going to start right around, how about right here, where this thread ended. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in, and we're going to start that back up. Normally I would pull that thread back. Let me hold the camera again so you don't have too much vibration. I think we need to travel it here. One more little bit. And we can okay. So now let's go ahead and bring this down. like over here. This leg right here, I'm going to just do some straight lines because it's supposed to not be the scary line, but you can see there's a little bit of a glitter, a metallic look to the thread. And here I did flowers on the nice girl, and over here the girl, she looks scary. I don't know, I long-armed her to look a little scary freaky. So this is a reversible doll. One side is not zombie, the other side is zombie. So I did this leg as a zombie leg, we'll do this leg as a non-zombie leg. And even if you look at the difference between these two legs, let's bring the light up here a little bit closer from the machine. If you look at the difference between these two legs, I mean, just looking at that, it really makes a difference to actually quilt it and to quilt your material before you sew something together like this. And it really gives it a different dimension, a different feel. It's going to have some structure in there because there's batting and there's a muslin backing behind it. I just used a warm and natural backing, and I just used scraps because I really just needed to make sure that there were pieces that fit around here. So there's no sense, you know, going out and buying new batting. But I actually used a nice thin batting, and I think it will really come together quite nicely. I will go ahead and thread this machine again. Unfortunately, the thread once again knotted because of my zigzags there. But let me go ahead and get this done. So, any suggestions for that bones? It's been interesting to think of ways to go ahead and videotape as you're long arming. I might actually be able to, you can see me thread the needle, which you don't really need to see. Let me give you the other fabric to look at while I do this. This fabric I do have for sale. I don't know it's really everybody's taste for Halloween fabric, but it's kind of playful, especially if you know someone that likes The Walking Dead. I don't know. It's just a cute little collection, and it's been kind of fun to do some different things for fall demos and also tutorials on the blog to give at least some different things. If you're gonna do some zombie things there, at least it's not too freaky, right? Okay, so let's go ahead, and what I'm gonna do is I'll do a periscope tomorrow of actually assembling this little gal. And let's go ahead and bring this back up so you can see the stitches here. So now we're going to go ahead and let's bring it over here, and we're going to just do some nice lines. Nice, and how about let's give it a little bit of a wave. Pull that first thread out. And just give it a nice gentle wave back and forth so it doesn't look, it's supposed to be the non-scary leg. And just give it a gentle little wave. This would be very simple to do on a sewing machine, or to do, you could even do just straight lines and make it have a little flat look. In fact, let's go ahead and do this again. Bring this up again over here. Let's just bring this way and cross a little wave so it's almost like a flat wave. I think that is done. So you can see now we have these two different legs. One is the little scratchy looking thing there, and then we've got this little feel over here, and I think it looks good. I don't know what to do with the dog. What do you think? Should we try bones? What should we try on this dog? I think the green thread is going to look nice on top of that gray. Here's a piece of it right here. I'll go ahead and show you what this looks like and bring this light over. It really isn't significantly different. So I don't want to do something like black on top of it. And I think I'm going to just stick with the gray. I think that thread will work good. I don't really know what to do. I guess this side looks a little scarier than the other one. This is the back of bones. So why don't we go ahead? I kind of like this pattern right here, where it doesn't look too freaky. Maybe we should go ahead and do something like that. I'm not so sure. Let's go ahead and let me get this positioned so you can see the stitching as it's happening. And let's go ahead and go to the leg. Okay. If I did a bone, I think what I would do, you can see some flowers I was playing around with, but I would do something like this. Let's go ahead and play around with a couple edges. Make a little loop there, a little travel. Come down here, do a little bone, come back around, and there we have a bone. Bring it up, around, come up. I wonder if I'm hitting the back of the machine. No, that doesn't look quite well. Let me come over here and try this. How about we do a little circle, come to the center of the bone, to the head of the bone, come back down, to the head of the bone, finish here, and then travel. That looks a little bit better. So we're starting the bone off in the center of it. I like maybe how that looks better. Let's just go with the bone. Okay, so this is just really my scribble area. Let's go over here. I'm going to pull this a little tighter. So let's go ahead and try this. A little circle, come down, up, down, to the side of the bone, and off. Come back around, circle, start the bone maybe right here, to the head of the bone, come back down, to that side, come back over, travel. My light. Oh, it's actually hitting my... Okay, that does not look good. Sorry, guys. But my... You can see I've got these red snappers right here and the lip of underneath my machine to hit that. Let me get this, the camera again, where it can, so you can see the stitching a little bit better. this area. I think a hole in here, so it looks a little bit more full. Up there. So that gives an idea. I'm going to go ahead and keep long arming him and keep him moving along, but you can see I actually think the green metallic thread was a good choice on here. It's giving him some texture. You can see the rest of him looks boring if it's not long armed. So I think actually long arming a panel is cute. You may not be able to tell that those are all bones, but it's something going on there, and I think he's going to look really darling. I will go ahead and get these out and let you guys know what these all look like after we get them long armed. So I just have to long arm a couple more pieces, then I will cut these out and assemble these, and we will work on that tomorrow, and it'll be a tutorial that's on the blog. Thanks so much for joining us, and all of you guys that have that are able to watch it be replayed. I hope that you enjoy it, and let me know if you have any questions, and we can see you on the blog. I'm at Stitches Quilting, and it's Deanna Wall. And so the website is www.stitchesquilting.com. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.